Hey everybody, it's time, y'all. Happy New Year. Happy 2024. And now that it's officially January the 1st, you and I, all us gardening people that people sometimes think are crazy, we can officially start talking about the summer garden because it's 2024, y'all. So no side eyes. Nobody don't have to look at us like we're crazy because we can officially start talking about it, right? Welcome to my channel. So glad that you're here. If you're new here, yep, this is what you're gonna get. Stay around. Hope that you found this video helpful, and I hope that you subscribe. But if you're not new here, thank you so much for coming back. I just want to start off with Happy New Year to everyone. And I want to say a big thank you to everybody that watches my videos and that follows me. I have had an amazing time being on YouTube. It has been a blessing for me just to be able to share my knowledge and to help someone else. I always get comments over and over. You guys are so encouraging. You're so thoughtful. And you're always saying thank you. And so I just want to extend that back to you and say thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for your support and thank you for your encouragement. I'm really excited about this new year. And remember, like I always talk about, gardening is a journey. And so yes, on this journey, there's going to be ups and downs, wins and losses, lessons learned, all the things. But that's what makes it fun, right? So if you're new gardener, this video is specifically for you, especially if you're new to gardening. Maybe you're going to delve into it for the first time. Maybe you haven't done it in a while. Maybe you've only done a container on your kitchen windowsill, but now you want to kind of just blow it up and go bigger. This video is for you. And then obviously if you're an expert gardener and you've been doing this a long time, feel free to stick around. But today I'm going to talk about how to order seeds. How to order seeds, because what I'm going to talk about on this channel for the next few months is about planning for the summer garden and starting seeds, because I really want to encourage anybody who has not started seeds before. I want this to be your year, right? I want this to be the year that you start seeds and you feel confident about it. Because if you're growing food, the most economical way to plant and start your garden is to either use seeds that you've already saved or start your own seeds. Yes, we can go buy transplants and all of that at other places. And do I do that? Absolutely, I do. But the most economical way and the most sustainable way is for you to know how to start your own seeds. So we're going to be talking a lot about that over the next couple of months as we prepare for the gardening season. But of course, before we do that, we got to have seeds, right? So this video is going to be talking about ordering seeds, things to look out for, and things like that. And I want to do this video because I've gotten a few questions here lately as we're starting to, talk about the next season's gardening. People have asked me, well, where do you order your seeds? And can I order them from anywhere? So I want to talk about that in this video and kind of give you a roadmap. And of course, y'all, I ordered my seeds. All my seeds for 2024, the majority of them, I would say, yeah, they're all ordered. Done, finito, tracking information in email. It should be on the way shortly. And I'll tell you, now I always order my seeds this time of the year, usually like the last week of December, because that's when I'm on vacation and I can think and process and just, have the time to do it. I will tell you that there were like 3 or 4 things that I wanted that were already sold out. And I shouldn't say they were back ordered. Sold out / back ordered. So there were some things that it wasn't going to be available to February, which again is fine. But that just goes to show you that the more that people get into gardening, the more that people are trying to live a sustainable life, it's not in your best interest to wait till like March and April to order your seeds, right? If there's something that you know you want to grow, a variety maybe that you had last year that did really well for you, I would encourage you to go ahead and start ordering your seeds. Now, let me know in the comments if you guys have already started ordering your seeds. If I'm behind, let me know, right? Or if it's on your to-do list for January, let me know kind of what your timeline is for ordering seeds, okay? I also want to know if you have never ever started seeds successfully before, but this year you want to do it, let me know in the comments, because I'm here to cheer you on, support you, and encourage you. And this is really close to my heart about the seed starting, because I failed miserably when I first did it. Miserably. But once I learned 2 years ago, it has been a game changer. And because I'm growing on a large scale, it is really important for me to know how to start seeds. There's no way that I can spend money and afford to buy 500 transplants, right? I need to be able to start my own seeds. And last year I did over 500 seeds, and we will be doing the same thing this year, if not more, okay? But even if you're not growing at that scale, you want to learn how to start seeds. You want to be able to have that skill in your back pocket, okay? Because it's going to help you out. Now, let's first start with, where do you order seeds from? Where can you get seeds? You can get seeds from anywhere, okay? Anywhere. You can get seeds from anywhere. So you can order them from seed companies like this, right? You can buy them at your big box stores like Lowe's, Home Depot. You can buy them at hardware stores. You can buy them at nurseries. You can buy them off the side of the road. You can buy them at Dollar Tree, right? So if you don't know, let me give you a little tip. If you are close to a Dollar Tree, they always have seeds for $1. It's usually in the month of February. I go and I rack up. I've done a video on this before, and I'll probably do one again. Those seeds do grow, okay? They're $1. You only get a few in a pack, maybe 10 or so in a pack. They have a lot of heirloom varieties, and the company is American Seed Company, I think is the name of the company. But go to your local Dollar Tree, rack up, and you can get plenty of seeds that way. And they grow. It ain't no different, right? So remember, seeds want to grow, okay? So if you're wondering like, oh man, they're only $1, are they going to grow? Yes, they're going to grow, right? Whether you pay $1 for the pack or you pay $5 for the pack, seeds want to grow and they're going to grow, right? Also, if you have seeds from last year, seeds do not expire. Let me say that again, because again, I thought they did. Seeds do not expire. Now, what can happen is that the germination rate may decrease. So let's say you have seeds from 2020, which I probably got a few left. And again, I've done this, so I'm not telling you anything that I heard. I'm telling you what I've done. So if you have some seeds from 2020, you can still plant those seeds and they will still grow. But instead of you planting one, you may plant 2 or 3, right? Because the germination rate decreases as time goes on. Also, if you have not kept them in a cool, dry place and they've been in your greenhouse in the heat, then they may decrease the germination rate. I've done all of those things, right? So when it comes to storing seeds, I'm not the pro at it, meaning I leave seeds in my car, I leave seeds in my greenhouse. Like, I don't intend to, but have I done it? Absolutely, right? So I try to be a little bit more cognizant now to bring them in the house. I don't put them in, I only put the ones in the freezer that I want to have, that I want to go through cold stratification, which is a whole nother topic, okay? But large in part, I don't keep my seeds in the freezer. I just keep them in the house, okay? And it works just fine. But seeds don't expire. So if you have some seeds that have, 2022 on there, 2020, all that, you can still use those seeds. Count them as part of your inventory, okay? So where can you buy seeds? You can buy them from anywhere. You can get them from anywhere. Also, there's some places that may be in your area where people do what they call seed swaps, where people come together and they swap seeds, right? I've thought about doing one of those. Maybe that's an idea. Anyway, let me focus. So you can get seeds from anywhere, okay? So just know that It doesn't matter if you buy them at Home Depot versus if you get them from Botanical Interest online. It don't matter. They're gonna grow. Okay, so that's question number one, is where can we get seeds? And I'm looking, so I made some notes. I want to make sure that I get this. So now that we know that you can get seeds from anywhere, right? Now I want you to think about, are you getting heirloom seeds or hybrid seeds? That goes back to the video that I had before this one. So if you didn't see that video about the things to prepare for your summer garden, go back and watch that video. And that video I talked about, you need to know what your goals are, right? Everybody's goals are going to be different. So you may be growing all heirloom. I may be growing all hybrid or a mix. It doesn't matter. They're both okay because it's my goals and it's your goals, right? So before you order seeds, know if you're wanting to get hybrid, know if you're wanting to get heirloom, so that way you know what you're ordering, right? And so one of the things when you go to a seed catalog, and let me pick, and again, that's going to also dictate where you get your seeds from. If you only want heirloom seeds, then you may be more prone to get your seeds from Baker Creek or rareseeds.com, right? If you want a lot of hybrids, then Johnny's is usually the place for hybrids. And again, I'm just picking those two because those are the two that I order from frequently, right? There's plenty of others. There's High Mowing, Organics. I mean, there's tons of seed companies. I will tell you where I ordered from, and then you can kind of go from there. But let me show you. This is the Johnny's catalog, right? Hopefully you can see this. But when you look at the catalog, right, and all of these catalogs that I just showed you, I got for free. Just go on their websites. It'll say order a free catalog, put your name and email address in there, your shipping address, and they'll come to your door within a week or two, right? So if you look here where... right there, it says F1. F1 means it's a hybrid, right? That's what that means. If it's heirloom, it will say heirloom. So for example, if you go to the Baker Creek site, all of their seeds are heirloom seeds at Baker Creek, right? So if you want to make sure that, hey, I only want to do heirlooms, then rareseeds.com is a great place to go, right? So when you go through the Baker Creek catalog, you're not going to see any F1s or anything like that, right? Because they only do heirloom varieties. But Johnny's, they do heirloom and hybrids, and it'll say that when you go through the seed catalog. Now, let's talk about seed catalogs. And the reason why, especially if you're a new gardener, I think it's good to get seed catalogs so that you can flip through and kind of see what all the varieties are and what you want. Now, I read a lot more when I was new in gardening versus what I do now, because I've been doing it for, 3 years. I kind of know, okay, I can see F1 is a hybrid. And if I've grown it before, then okay, yeah, put that in my cart. But some new ones I'm going to read, right? And I'm going to read, the descriptions and things like that. One of the things, for example, let's go to another page in Johnny's, right? It's going to tell you kind of what it is, what color it's supposed to be. It's going to give you the maturity date. So how long, before you can harvest it. It's going to tell you the size of it. It's going to tell you how many seeds, come in a packet versus if you get bigger packets. Like, it's going to tell you all that information. And so for me, what I did was I went through all of the catalogs that I had initially, and I just went through page by page, and I looked at the varieties, and I kind of circled or marked the things that I was interested in, right? And then for me, I have a spreadsheet going at the same time, and I'm typing those things in. This is just like the first cursory look. Like, I'm looking at the catalogs, and I'm checking stuff like, ooh, that sounds interesting, and I'll put it like, so you can see here. I'm trying to make this as simple as possible. You see that I circled that one because I was like, oh, that sounds interesting. When I read the description, I read, kind of what it does and, blah, 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 blah. Then I went through there, put them on my spreadsheet, right? So can you get seeds from anywhere? Yes, you can. Next, go through your seed catalogs if you have them, and go through, read the descriptions, check off the things that look interesting to you, check off the things that are appealing to you, write them down, put them on a spreadsheet, put them in the cart, whatever you want to do, right? I don't put mine in the cart until I know that's what I want to buy. Okay, so then you go through that, right? So heirloom or hybrids, you decide, which one you want to grow. Maybe you want to grow a mix, whatever you want to do, that's your business. Okay. And so then after that, you want to take inventory of what you already have. This is a piece that sometimes we miss. And maybe, and again, you should do this step maybe, especially if you're new or you lack a little self-control, like, sometimes I do. Then take inventory of what you have first before you start going through these beautiful catalogs, right? Because what you don't want to do is order like, ooh, I see that. Ooh, I love that tomato. And you already got, 50 packs of tomato seeds. And a lot of them are from 2022 that you still need to plant. But you're going to go order you 20 more packets of tomato seeds. Now, I'm guilty as charged. So this is not a judgment zone. This is a no shame zone. But I'm just telling you from a practical standpoint, take inventory of what you already have, right? Before you order. So that way you know what you need, what you don't have a lot of. And then being able to order with intention, right? So if you know that you have 15 packets of tomatoes and you see this other tomato variety that you want to do, well, then hey, I already got 15, so maybe I only need to order 2 of these and not 10, right? So know what you already have to begin with, okay? And then the next thing is you want to order with intention. And I was looking at my notes. What I mean by ordering with intention is, and this is the way that I found that is effective, right? Going back to that video that I did a few days ago, watch that video. Ordering with intention is, I know what my goals are. I know what space I have to grow in. I know if I'm going to do heirlooms or hybrids or whatever the case may be, and I'm going to order what I need, right? I'm going to order what I need. So if I only have 2 raised beds, I probably don't need 100 packets of seeds, right? But if I have a big growing space, then I probably need to order more than 2 packs of seeds. If I'm going to do 200-foot rows of tomatoes, I'm going to need more than 2 packs of tomato seeds, right? So ordering with intention is ordering smart, right? The other thing about ordering with intention is there's tons of seed companies, tons. I will go through a few right now. So I'll tell you where I ordered from. The bulk of my seeds came from Johnny's, right? That is who, and again, I used to do the bulk of my seeds from Baker Creek. I have since switched, right? I love Johnny Seeds. They don't pay me to say that at all. If they want to pay me, they can. But I love Johnny Seeds for my goals, right? So I'm really big and trying to get into production, right? Because I'm selling food as well. So at Johnny's, they have a large variety of hybrids, and I can get in bulk, right? Versus at Baker Creek or rareseeds.com, same thing. You're going to get 1 packet and you're going to pay $3 to $4 for it. There is not an option to get a bigger packet, right? So, for example, the jalapenos that I like and that I want are from Baker Creek. I had to order 4 or 6 packs of those, paying $4 a pack. Versus if I can go to Johnny's, I can get 1,000 seeds for $60 or whatever the case may be, right? So in Johnny's, I can do bulk, I can do hybrids, and I like Johnny's because they have great germination for me. This is my opinion, my experience, right? I have excellent germination with Johnny Seeds. And on Johnny Seeds, now they don't come in pretty packages, right? It's going to be that standard white, package. There's not going to be a picture on your seed packet. So if you into cute, the packet's not cute at Johnny's. But they give you the germination rate and they give you tons of information on the back of the packet, like tons of information. So again, that's where the bulk of mine came from. Then I also placed a small order with Baker Creek, and that was just for varieties that I could not get at Johnny's and varieties that I know that I like that did really well for me last year, and so I wanted to do them again, okay? The next place I ordered from was M.I. Gardner. Now, I'm not a huge fan. I don't want to say it that way. I don't dislike M.I. Gardner. I don't do a lot of ordering with M.I. Gardner, right? Now, here's the thing about M.I. Gardner that you may like. All of his seeds are $2 a pack. Every last one of them. $2 $2 a pack. So that is like one of the cheapest places you can get seeds, right? The reason why I don't order a lot from him is that a lot of times the things that I want, he does not have, or he's sold out a lot, right? So I did do a small order with M.I. Gardner. One, he's local, not local to me, but I think he's in Michigan, you know, small farmer, and I want to support. And then there were some things that he had that I didn't see anywhere else. And so I just did a very small order with him. But large in part, I don't do a lot of big orders with M.I. Gardner, right? Because, again, they're sold out a lot of times. And you only get a few seeds in the packet. Again, it's just not one of my go-tos for the scale that I'm growing at. But that is an option, M.I. Gardner. The other place is Botanical Interest. Now, this time I did not order seeds from Botanical Interest as of yet. Because remember, I had a big Botanical Interest haul about a month or so ago. I went to a nursery and they had all of their 2023 seeds 50% off. So remember, if you didn't see that video, I'll try to remember to link it up here. But I did a huge, so I got tons of Botanical Interest seeds. I did not need any more. And I usually use Botanical Interest seeds. I usually order from them for flowers, right? But I have a lot of flower seeds. So again, ordering with intention, there's not many flowers that I looked back at my orders from last year compared to this year. I ordered a ton of flowers last year. I still have plenty. So I really don't need more flowers. Now, if I see something that piques my interest, which I did see a couple of things, then I'm going to get it. But I ordered like maybe 2 or 3 packs versus last year I had, I don't know, 15, 20 packs. So again, that's me knowing my inventory and that's me ordering with intention. The other company, now this is still in my cart. I haven't pressed send yet because I'm going to tell you why. Territorial Seed Company. So there was somebody had recommended them to me. I've never bought from Territorial Seed, but I have some things in my cart, but the shipping is high. And I'm just not quite sure if I want to spend the money on the shipping. Because I got like, I don't know, there may be 7 or 8 packs in my cart, but the shipping is like $23. And I'm like, make that math. The math is not mathing. That's not computing for me. And so I'm debating, do I really want these seeds? It is some varieties that I haven't seen. And that really piqued my interest, and they're all new, but the math ain't mathing right now. We'll see. I'm gonna let it simmer. I'm gonna let it marinate, and we're gonna see. But this is what I'll tell you is that I got their catalog right here, and again, this is not a paid video, so ain't none of these seed companies paying me to say what I'm saying, okay? And because they ain't paying me, I can say what I want to say. Well, I would still say what I want to say, but for real, I can say what I want to say. So I did not enjoy going through their catalog, like at all. Like by the time I got to them, I was like, I don't even like the way it's laid out. I don't like the way it looked. It's just, I don't know. I threw it down. I went to the website. The website was much more inviting for me. But like the Johnny's catalog, like I loved looking through it. I don't know. It was just something about the feel of it. Like this feels like paper. I ain't trying to be picky, but I don't know. I just didn't enjoy it. My channel, my opinion. I can say what I want. I didn't enjoy their catalog, but I went to the website and it was much easier to navigate, and I put some stuff in my cart. But I want to know why I'm paying $23 for shipping for like 6 packets. Y'all know those packets are light, so I don't know what that's about. If you have ordered from Territorial Seed before and that's like how their shipping runs, let me know. Now, the other thing with ordering it with intention is, again, at Johnny's, you get free shipping over $100 order. Well, I had definitely over $100. So I got free shipping on my Johnny's orders. Also, Johnny's comes quick. Like Johnny's is on the ball, right? I get my orders within like, I don't know, 2 to 4 days every single time. Baker Creek, a little bit slower, not too bad. But Johnny's, they on top of it. Okay. Another place, Seed Savers. This is another place that I've ordered from, and I only order from them. There's some tomato varieties that I can only get from them. So I order a small contingent from them every year. I have not ordered from them yet this year. It's in my cart because I'm debating on whether or not I want to go with those varieties again, right? So the tomatoes that I get from Seed Savers are Opaca and Salvatierra Select. Those are paste tomatoes. And this year, my Opacas did not do anything. Year before, they did wonderful. Not sure what happened this year. My Salvatore Select, they were like late bloomers. Like by the time we was about to tear down the tomato plants, it was like, wait a minute. I'm about to do something. And they did do something, but it was at the very, very end. So I don't know what that was about. But Amish paste, 2 years in a row, they have consistently done well. And this last year, they were like game busters. Like they did amazing. Amazing. So I ordered tons more Amish paste. And so I'm debating on whether or not I want to get Alpaca and Salvatore Select. And as I'm talking, I actually just convinced myself to go ahead with this order. Let me tell you why. So this is a real time moment because of what I just said. So one of the things when you're ordering your seeds and when you're planting your garden, there are things that you know, man, it does well for me every single time. But what happens if there's a year that it doesn't do well, right? So for whatever reason, my Alpacas and my Salvatore Selects did not do as well as it did the previous year, right? And so I am going to go ahead and order those because what if my Amish paste doesn't do well in 2024? I cannot rely on just one paste tomato. So I'll probably plant more Amish paste, but I think I'll still go ahead and throw in a couple of Alpaca and Salvatore Selects because you want to have some variety, right? You don't want to, this is my opinion, you don't want to just plant one thing, one variety. Especially if you have the space, right? Now, if you don't have the space, right, I still say if you can eke out, let's say Amish paste is like your go-to, your gold star, then do your Amish paste and then maybe do one of another one to see how it does. That leads me to my next point. Plant something new every year. I think that's how you grow as a gardener. That's also how you see what else is available and you don't get stuck just doing the same thing. Everybody's gonna have like their tried and trues, right? Their tried and trues. And again, I don't feel like I'm seasoned enough or have been doing gardening that long to have my tried and trues. Like this is gonna be my 4th year gardening, right? I have what has worked the past 3 years. And really I count last year and the year before is like, okay, the first year, y'all, I was growing, attempting to grow everything, and that's okay. That's what you do. There's no judgment. So if you brand new gardening, now I'm going to tell you, try to plan and try to garden with some intention, right? So that you can be more successful. But there's also success in learning the lessons yourself. Okay, so plant something new every single year. For me, this year, 2 things that I want, one for sure that I'm definitely going to grow that I've never grown before is tomatillas, because I want to make some green salsa verde. That's the reason why I'm doing it, right? It looks good. I'm like, I think I like that. That might be good. Never grown tomatillas. Not going to do a ton of them. Don't even know how they grow. And then ginger is another thing that I want to grow this year. And I got to figure out if I'm going to have space for it. So those are the 2 things that's on my list. Definitely the tomatillas. Now, am I doing some new varieties of some things? Yes. But in terms of like brand new things that I have never done, those are the things that I've never done before that I want to attempt in 2024. Okay. So I encourage you, plant something new, whether it's a new variety or a new plant. That is how you learn as a gardener. That is how you grow. That is how you expand your knowledge. Now, I'm a rebel. So if you tell me I can't transplant, I can only direct sow, your girl is she gonna try to transplant it, right? And if it doesn't work, then it doesn't work. It's a seed. Because that is how I learn. There's many things that I have tried over the last 2 to 3 years that people, that's not what the textbook says. That's not the way to do it. And I've done it anyway. And many of them were successes and some of them were not. It's okay. So I hope that this video helped you. I feel like I gave you a lot of information. I hope that it was in a clear way that was able to be helpful. So let me just kind of go back through it and summarize. If you're ordering seeds, you can get seeds from anywhere. You can order them, buy them from stores. It does not matter, okay? Seeds want to grow. Number 2, seeds don't expire, so you can still use your old seeds, okay? Number 3, take an inventory of what you already have. Number 4, decide if you're going to do heirlooms or hybrids or a mix of both. Number 5, order with some intention. Number 6, plant something new every season. That's how you grow your gardening muscle and you can experiment, okay? Those are my 6 tips for you as you start to order seeds for this year. Now, we're talking about like vegetables and herb seeds. Let me talk a little bit about herbs, right? If you are a new gardener, herbs is a great place to start, right? Basil is a great, easy one to start and to do with. Mint, let mint have its own space, right? Do not put mint in your raised bed. I wish somebody would have told me that. Now, when I learned that, I was very early in. It's my first year gardening. I had mint in my raised bed. I heard from somebody or some channel, don't put mint in a raised bed. It's very invasive. And I was able to go out there and get it and put it in a pot. So I got it before it started to just go crazy. So that's why I always tell people, if you're new, you're going to grow herbs. Because mint is like, oh, let's grow mint. I'm going to have mint tea and all that good stuff. You can. Just put it in a pot. But herbs are a great place to start, so you can order your vegetables and your herbs. The other thing that you want to be thinking about, if you're going to be growing, is your potatoes and your onions. This is the time to start ordering those now. Now I ordered my onions, I think like in November. I get my onions from Dixondale Farms, right? They have a whole shipping schedule. It's not too late, depending on where you live. You can order your onions if you're not going to start your own. I don't start my own onion seeds. I just buy them. And then also your potatoes. If you're doing potatoes, there's many companies where you can get potatoes from. And again, they have a whole shipping schedule depending on your zone and all that stuff. So I mentioned that so that you don't forget about ordering that stuff too, right? So y'all, it's time to get going. So some of the next videos that I'll be doing, definitely, we're gonna do something about how to start seeds for sure. And I will, now when I get back home, I'm going to be starting seeds, but it's going to be more for the fall and winter stuff to kind of just fill up my beds, after the animal, just kind of like, try to get all my stuff. So we're going to be restarting some of that stuff. And then my first seeds for like the 2024 summer season, I probably will be starting, near the end of January. I'll be starting like some lavender and some eucalyptus and things like that. I'll take you on the journey. But then when we start like our whole like for real summer stuff, I will take you on that journey and show you exactly how I do it, how I plan it, how I organize it. What I did last year was the first time I did it, and it really, really worked in terms of how I was starting seeds every single week. And I had like a whole process of how I did that. I'll be sharing that with you. So if you're new to gardening, just know, me, the community, we got you. I want you to feel encouraged. I want you to feel motivated. And I want you to feel inspired that you can grow food. Take it from somebody who literally 4 years ago had never put her hands in dirt. And now I can't keep my hands out of the dirt. I hope that you have an amazing day, an amazing week. I hope that you're hopeful, that you're positive about what this new year is going to bring. Whatever happened in 2023, let's just let 2023, just let it be. Let's start new. Let's start fresh. And let's grow food. Remember, gardening is a journey. Let's grow together. I'll see you next time, friend. Bye for now.